we are going to the session of the day, which is the prepared speech session. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Okay, and then we invite our Mr. General Evaluator to read out the notes to Evaluator Farahuda.
Thank you very much to the Evaluator Farahuda. Remember that this member is completing her first speech in Toastmasters. The goal of the evaluation is to give the member an effective evaluation of her speech and delivery style. Because the icebreaker is a first project a member completes, you may choose to use only the note section and not the numerical score. That definitely will be evaluation guide. All the best and back to you. Thank you.
Okay, shall we invite our first speaker, Aisha? Aisha, your time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. Let's invite Aisha. She's doing her icebreaker speech and her speech title is No Venture, No Gain. No venture, no gain, Aisha.
Come on.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, for your kind introduction. Have you ever dreamed that all your wishes come true without blood, sweat, and tears? In reality, life does not always go our way. Sometimes we are happy with what life offers, but sometimes we are left with no option because life is like a roller coaster. It is your choice, either you want to scream or you want to enjoy the ride. Dear Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members and guests, my name is Sharifa Aisha binti Said Abdul Halim. I am 34 years old. I am married with 3 children. I am blissful with my current job as a lecturer in UKM Medical Center. People would say that my life is like a bed of roses, as my name suggests, because Aisha means the one who live happily. But to tell you the truth is, my life is also like yours, full of hurdles and fears. One of my biggest fears is to speak in front of crowd. I still remember when I was in Form 5. At that time, I was studied in the boarding school. In one afternoon, one of my friends approached me. She asked me to teach the whole class she asked me to teach physics for the whole class during that night prep. Without my consent, she announced to the whole class that I'm going to teach that night. I was so nervous and so shocked that my brain couldn't think. I have mixed feeling whether I want to teach or not. If I say no, maybe my friend would think that I was so selfish because I don't want to share my knowledge with others. But if I say yes, I didn't do justice to myself because I allowed my body to endure, to fight against the insecurity feeling, nervousness, and some more. I didn't able to prepare within a short period of time. So could you guess what happened next? That night, I skipped the class. Instead, I went to the library just because I don't want to meet my classmate. Okay, basically, teaching physics wasn't scary, but the feeling of standing in front of people was so horrible and mattered me the most. I was so afraid that I made mistake. I afraid that I'm not able to make my friend understand my explanation. And I also afraid that if my presentation was too boring. I was so overthinking on something that has not happened yet. Okay, fast forward, my life in university and my early career didn't require much of public speaking skill. After 5 years of working, I decided to join UKM as medical lecturer. And that work, my current work, require me to talk in small and large group of people, from medical student up to renowned professor. So this time, I cannot avoid or I cannot escape again. It's either me to take the job or leave it. So, therefore, this time I have to embrace and take up the challenge. Only after taking up the challenge, I would realize the potential of public speaking in me. It is a pleasure. Actually, it is a pleasure when you're able to convey your message effectively to other people. You make them to understand the complex concept. You make them understand your lecture. Not only that, being able to deliver your idea to public is a good opportunity for you to become a leader and to influence people. People not only benefited from your speech or information, but your speech may also change them and also change their perception. A great speaker is not born. It can be trained. It requires constant training. And also sacrifice. Definitely no venture, no gain. Here I am taking a huge leap to succeed in public speaking. As they say, write the masterpiece that has not been written. Paint the masterpiece that has not been painted. And create the masterpiece that has not been created. With that, I end my speech. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the evening.
Yeah, can we do standing ovation for her? How to do?
Bravo!
Okay. Aisha, for information, it's Toastmasters culture to give a standing ovation to who did the very first maiden speech. Aisha is for all info. Aisha is my sister-in-law. I brought her in after I preached about Toastmasters for 2 years.
Crony.
In every family, during every family gathering. Okay. Our next speaker, he will.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. I am Farauda. Good evening to everyone. Okay, Toastmaster Aisha, first of all, I would like to say congratulations for your very first icebreaker speech. I think it's such a beautiful experience to you. Well, on your speech, I would like to give what you are good at. First, you're very good in hand gestures. You have an effort to use your hand gestures well, and I think your speech you delivered very calmly and no rushing. I think since you being very well prepared, then you are very comfortable. I think because you are talking about your own story. So everyone, if you talk about your own story, I think everyone will deliver it well and feel comfortable, right? So besides that, your story is very inspiring. Not only for the first timer, maybe for us who have already been in Toastmaster, because to beat our own self thinking is also very challenging. Okay, and you're good at eye contact as well, I think. So although you're just looking at the camera, but I can feel that you are looking at us. Yeah. So good for you. Keep on improving. To challenge yourself, I think you can put on more vocal variety to make your story more lively. Okay. If you are sad, you can show your sad face, or your sad, you lower your tone, something like that. Okay. So hope you can be a staunch Toastmaster member, and you can complete your path excellently. I'm looking forward for your next speech. Congratulations, Dr. Aisha. Back
Thank
to
you,
you,
Farah.
Senior Evaluators.
Thank you very much, Farah Huda, for the very informative and interesting speech, which of course will bring value to the speaker earlier on, Dr. Aisha. I could see that she has experiences handling events because of the flow, and this is due to practice. But my advice is in Zoom meeting is to have the particular notes placed just beside the camera pinhole. I could see that you were actually looking down and looking up, and this will lose focus. However, this is your icebreaker. This is to break the ice for the first time for you to experience Toastmasters. So we always would like to improve. So for your next speech delivery, get a music stand. I think Kish has got a lot, or just stick on your notes just beside the camera level. I'm doing now. I'm reading it now, so it's easier. But interesting because he didn't use much of the notes. It came out from the heart, and that is something good. But let me just remind you, the speech was a little bit rushed. I would have taken my time to use the POP, the power of pause, which is truly a wonderful, incredible tool to relax yourself and continue with a new word. And we are able to take a short break and continue. Imagine if a participant is 75 years old. Lucky today, we're all very young, except for me, I'm almost 60, see? So it will take time for us to decipher and to rethink. Overall, let's give a big clap to Aisha. Fantastic, incredible.